I've been using Kast for the past like 4 or 5 months now, so I got the physical card, but I also got it installed on my phone, so you can use it with Apple Pay. And I wanted to give you my experience with that so far, the pros, the cons, what I think about it long term, and just give you my overall impressions of actually using this in like 7 or 8 different countries for traveling. This works pretty much everywhere. The only exceptions I've found were a couple stores online in which you can use Apple Pay usually with a card that is based on your own region. For example, if you are from Spain and you want to buy from Nike in Spain, at checkout they might require you to use a card that is based on your country. So even though on the main page over here it does say that it's accepted by 150 million plus merchants and ATMs globally, there's more than 150 million. So there are going to be some instances when you can't use the card. The card also is free for the first 3 months, but then it costs $20 every 12 months. If you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months though, you do get your annual fee of $20 removed, meaning you can simply spend using the card as regular without having any additional fees. Other negative thing is technically KYC, because it would be cool to have the card without KYC, but you know they do want your data. Now you don't have to get the physical card, you can use the virtual one in the app and use that to spend money online, whether it's through Google Pay, Apple Pay, or simply by using the virtual details of the card. But if you want the physical card, you do need to give them your address. When it comes to crypto, we all like to be anonymous. In that case though, you would use your real name, your real ID, and your real address to get the physical card. That's kind of the downside, but then again, nobody forces you to. It's like saying the downside of going to the cinema is that you have to be in a room with other people. That's just how it is. Now let's talk about the positive things. By the way, this is on their main website, which I think was kind of funny, that they say salary, 21,000. What do we do? Shopping at Loro Piana and spending $8,000 at Soho House. All you do is you deposit any sort of stable coin on different chains that they have available, mostly Solana, and then you can take your money and give it to other people and they don't ask you anything. This just works. They also say that more tokens and stablecoins will come soon to the app. So far, I don't mind using just USDT or USDC. The first thing that I kind of messed up was that I thought it's Solana based and I didn't check what tokens, so I just sent normal Solana to it, like $10, and that doesn't appear in the app. So make sure that you only send the tokens that can be received in the app. We do say, if it's not your keys, not your secret recovery phrase, then it's not your wallet. In this case, everything is secure and I never had any issues with that. But technically, because you don't create a wallet from scratch and you don't have access to the private key, technically it's not 100% secure. But that's pretty much it. No borders, no bureaucracy. This works anywhere. When it comes to ATMs, the fees are also quite low. And in some places, for example, Japan, where it was like 3 weeks ago, when I withdrew money with that card, my fees were like 2% lower than the other cards I have. Furthermore, which is also why I use the card and actually have more than one physical card, that's the airdrop. Because right now when you spend money, you I think get up to 12% in points in the beginning. So if you spend $100, you would get 12% of that in Kast points, which are then going to be worth X amount of dollars at airdrop. That goes down slowly but steadily as that earning schedule decreases based on the season and the phase we're in, but that is going to go on until past 2030. So whenever you start using it, you do get a bunch of points. In the app right now, I do have almost 18,000 points, where it says valued up to $1,250. Just by using the card, and I spent about 1,500 on it, that all the money spent was technically free. Highly depends on how much the airdrop is going to be worth, but with 10 billion tokens in supply, a target supply at the token generative event of up to 2.5 billion tokens, it would mean that Kast would need to be in the top 200 of crypto, around the $200 million market cap, for my tokens to be worth what is advertised. Because as of right now, one token is worth about 7 cents, but that can highly fluctuate. The Kast Points program is subject to the terms and conditions set forth by Kast, in which they also gave the example for the general tokenomics that it may change from 3 cents per token or 5 cents per token up to 50 cents a token. Whatever airdrop we are going to receive in the future might be worth a lot more. But I would think even if the airdrop is only 1/10 of what I see in my app so far, then I would still have like 8% cashback. And if it's valued at 7 cents a token, then I have 100% cashback as of right now, which will be determined in the future once the token releases and we will see at what position it sits at in CoinMarketCap, as well as how much liquidity is available and other factors. But as of right now, it's almost like you spend $1 and you get $1 worth of tokens, which is not a bad deal. Now they did mention that founders, employees and investors are going to get 40% of all the tokens, which is quite a lot because it doesn't tell you exactly how much the founder gets and how much the employees are going to get. but we do know that founders and employees have a 3-year vest post-lockup after TGE. The group is locked for at least 6 months, and investors have a vesting schedule that does vary, but can't unlock before 6 months passed after TGE. So in case you would think, okay, I hate the team, I don't trust any of them, I just want my money, you can, because they don't sell any tokens, they don't have access to that. So the moment TGE comes out and you simply want money immediately, you could just sell your tokens. They do focus on the long-term growth though, as you can either convert points to tokens immediately, but forego 50% of all the points. So if you would get $500 evaluated in the app, you would only receive 250 at TGE if you want to sell it right away. Or the other option, convert a quarter immediately, and the rest of the points convert monthly over 24 months. That highly depends on, do you think a crypto card that works globally, that is definitely underrated when it comes to the amount of followers and the amount of engagement they get, that works without issues and is only 1 year old since, I think yesterday, in which they talked about the anniversary that they've been celebrating. Do you think this one has a future? If the answer is no, sell the tokens, delete your app, done. But if the answer is yes, then you might as well convert a quarter, so you get some money from it, which is still insane for the amount of cashback that you receive, and have a product that is actually useful. So many things in crypto, they're all garbage. Looking at you, Mantra. Looking at you right there. Lots of these have ideas. Most of them are just valued based on the idea, but they don't have a working product. And this works. So to sum it up, at the end of the video, if you've been thinking about getting a crypto card, which by the way, this is free to set up, you can use the virtual card without any fees. Even says it right there for the Solana card, for example, it's virtual only, but it's free. And you don't mind going through KYC, this might be something for you. All I can say is personally, when I travel, this is awesome. And your cashback is in the form of points, which might potentially, giant disclaimer, potentially, could be worth a whole bunch of money. 4 years ago in the last bull run, when Ethereum name service came out, they gave people an airdrop where it was worth $70 per token. My airdrop was worth $8,000. Now Kast gives you an evaluation based on 7 cents per token in the app. Let's say it would go to $1. If it goes to $1 and it's worth like $1 billion or 2.5 billion, which would make it a top 50 coin, depending on what stage we are in the bull run, and would put it above VeChain, above Gate and Mantle, then you would get up to $14 right now every time you spend $1 through the card. How much you're going to get, I don't know. But based on the potential alone and there not being any downside to it, because if you have to spend money anyways, might as well use the thing that gives you airdrop points, and a whole bunch of them, works anywhere and has low fees. If you want to buy Bitcoin and hold it for the next 10 years anyways, might as well stake it and get an extra 3%, right? There's no downside to it, an additional upside for you, and it doesn't take anything away from the experience. If I had to give it like a star rating, I would give it like an 8.5 out of 10, simply because it doesn't work everywhere, but mostly. And you only have a couple tokens available right now, mostly stablecoins. But if it's already good now, then it's probably going to improve over time. I already made a video for like the general overview of what they do, how they work with Solana, the options that they have for different cards. We can even get a golden card for $10,000 if you decide to. I'll have that link down below as well. And if you have been using it, let me know what you think. For me, this works great. And it's one of those rare instances where you have a working product that doesn't suck. This is not available for US citizens, and because you have to go through KYC, this might not work for you. There's always the option though to go for this thing over here where you get an ID from a country called Palau. So in case you have to go through KYC, that is one way around that. That being said, I'll see you in the next video where we talk about something. And until then, take care.